Patrick, I want to invest in a business. I want to buy a business. I don't want to run it. I want to do it only for the visa. And I just want to generate some income out of it. How viable is my idea?
So there are businesses that you can invest capital in and have a day-to-day manager in place, get the E-2 visa, and free you up to have other business endeavors. What I've found doing this now for 9 years is that you've got to invest at least $200,000 to have enough working capital to have a day-to-day manager in place that you can have more of an executive role, allowing you to take care of your other business endeavors, whether that be back in your home country, internationally, or potentially here in the United States.
Is there a business where I can buy it for two, three, and I don't have to worry about it and it runs itself? Is this even a possibility?
There are some business opportunities that you can own, say 100% of the business, and the franchisor or the licensor is able to put in professional management or operational support to handle the day-to-day affairs of the business, where you would act more as the executive chairman, being responsible for certain expenses, reviewing the financials, the strategy of the business, key hiring and firing decisions. There are options where the franchisor is able to handle the day-to-day affairs of the business for you, but you still need to have oversight over the business. At the end of the day, your money is on the line as well as your visa. So there's certain controls that you have to have in place as well as decision making. But it definitely is possible for you to have a business where a franchisor or licensor is through a related entity supporting with the day-to-day affairs, or potentially even a minority business partner could work. And then another option would be is you come in with that day-to-day operator. It could already be an American living here. It could be someone that you're going to sponsor for the E-2 manager visa. So not the investor visa, but someone that's going to be managing the day-to-day affairs of the business or an essential employee. And you give them sweat equity. So you come in with the big money, 200K, 300K, maybe more. And this E-2 manager doesn't contribute much capital at all and is able to earn sweat equity and really grind it here in the United States and be hungry to grow your business. They're going to make good money. Hopefully they make good money for you, and through the same time get an E-2 visa for you and your family and maintain your E-2 visa status.
Okay, Patrick, how do I find those people?
So at Visa Franchise, we can source the franchisors and licensors that have operational capacity to support the day-to-day affairs of your business. And we're working on ways to source that sweat equity, hungry day-to-day operator directly for you. But we found that if it's a close bond, a cousin, a family member, someone you've already worked with before, they're going to be in it in the thick and thin, and they're going to be working hard in the business. And when times are bad, they're going to push through. Where if there's a looser connection, it might not necessarily go your way, where you as an investor need to jump in on the business.
Can you give me three examples of such businesses?
So a simple example would be a car wash, where you would own 100% of a car wash, and the licensor or franchisor through related entities able to manage the day-to-day affairs and place the part-time or full-time general manager who's managing the technicians. You have access to the point of sale software. You control the marketing spend. You control certain aspects to the operations of the business. And every month you're sitting down, or whether it's virtually or in person, with the licensor to review the business performance from the prior month, as well as the months ahead, and what potential investments of time and money need to be done to grow the business in a profitable manner.
As far as the numbers are concerned, what am I looking at? How much is my initial investment? How much is my operating cost? And how much money I'm looking to make out of the business? When can I recoup my initial investment out of a car wash?
What we look at for a car wash business model, or most businesses license franchise models that we review at Visa Franchises, if you're going to be the owner operator and you're opening up a new business or acquiring an existing business, I want you to recoup your capital investment in 2 or 3 years. You might be working really hard, 50, 60 hours a week, no kidding. But if you're going to be working less time, and maybe it's 20 hours, 30 hours a week, you're going to push that out. So maybe you recoup your capital investment in 5 years. And if you're working just 5 hours a month and you're not putting much time at all, and you're doing, 20 minutes here and there, checking the financials, approving serious expenses, meeting with the management team, then it could take 8, 9 years to recoup your total capital investment. So it all comes down to how much time you're allocating to the business and less so the amount of money that you're investing into the business.
Okay, so say for example, as far as car wash is concerned, what are the top 3 franchises that I can get into and how much would they cost me?
So if you're not looking to work day to day in the business, there's different service related businesses, whether it is home care staffing, mostly for elderly, custom orthopedics for elderly, car wash, real estate property management, service based businesses that generally have a pretty good margin for that day to day manager to run the business under your supervision or together with the affiliated company of the franchisor supporting on the sourcing and training of that general manager. So there's plenty of options available in the 200 to 300K range. But for those that are looking to invest less capital, and depending on what country you're from, we've had clients approved for as low as $60,000 investment. We're going to look more at service related businesses and match it to your skill set. So if you're not very good at sales, you haven't done sales much, or you don't feel comfortable, probably going to want a franchisor that's able to handle the lead generation, the booking, potentially selling the clients, where there's flooring installation businesses or junk removal, where you're just fulfilling the order and you're dealing with the customer as well as managing your team. And you don't have to do any of the selling or marketing. That's the role of the franchisor to handle that. So there's businesses that barely reach 100K of investment, including the working capital to break even, that are eligible for the E-2 visa, as well as can set you and your family up for a nice livelihood here in the United States.
Sounds all good, Patrick. I'm interested. So what do I do next?
So the best way to see if we're a good fit for you and you're a good fit for us in terms of investigating different businesses for you to open here in the United States eligible for the E-2 visa would be to complete our client questionnaire. You can also download a simple brochure where we go through some of the most popular franchises for the E-2 visa here in the description section. So I encourage you, download that brochure. It's free, as well as you might be eligible for a free discovery solution call with me to discuss your unique case and see how we would help you with finding that ideal business for you and your family. I look forward to seeing you on the next video.